Thursday Theology. Pastor Brian Hoffensberger. Let's get started. Our reading for today is Luke 5:17 through 39. That's the healing and the forgiving of the paralyzed man. And the scribes and the Pharisees heard Jesus say to this man that his sins are forgiven. And we're told in verse 21 that they began to question it. When Jesus perceived their reasoning, their thoughts, he answered and said to them, "Why are you reasoning in your hearts?" So our Greek to me word this week is from two verses 21 and 22. The word comes up a couple of times. The Greek word is dialogizomai. It's translated as reason or thoughts or questioning. You can hear in that Greek word, dialogizomai, our English word dialogue comes from that word. I say this, you say that. It's a conversation. But this conversation then is happening in your mind. It's happening in yourself. You might say that you're debating back and forth in your own mind. And then the result of that would be doubt or unbelief. Right? I've thought this through, but I don't believe it. So Jesus forgives the paralyzed man, and the scribes and the Pharisees are reasoning it out. And they have this internal dialogue, and they come up in unbelief. That's the response from their internal dialogue that comes out in the words in verse 21, "Who is this who speaks blasphemies? Who can forgive sins but God alone?" A related concept, at least, is found in Mary's internal dialogue after the visit of the shepherds at the manger. It's a similar concept, but it's a different Greek word. But the end result is different, because they told her all of the things that they had heard from the visit of the angel host, and they go to see Mary and Joseph and the baby. And we're told then that Mary pondered all of these things in her heart. This is Luke 2, verse 19. So you have the same idea, this back and forth thinking and dialogue, but the end result is different. It's a different Greek word there. The word that's used there it's like to throw a ball back and forth. The result in Mary's mind and in her heart is faith and belief. Now, what we can learn from this word here in our reading for today, Luke chapter 5, and these other texts that are related, we can learn that when it comes to our reason and God's word, we must humble ourselves to be students and disciples of God rather than masters of God and his word. God's word must change our hearts and our thoughts. It must change us, not the other way around. So we see two different words being used with two different results. One is unbelief, one is faith and belief. Make it your prayer that God would give you wisdom and understanding as you consider his word, as you reason out his word, as you think through his word. Pray that he would give you understanding according to it and wisdom according to it, that you would be a humble and faithful student of God's word. There you go. Greek to me, one little Greek word out of our text. Thanks for giving me a few minutes of your day. See you next time. Pastor Brian Hoffensberger, Thursday Theology.